Welcome yet to another training video where we'll be incorporating a lot of scientific information to build that bumpy back and bicep. Today's pull workout. Last time it was chest and triceps. So incorporating and as much as the scientific studies or reviews as possible in order to grow a huge bumpy back and bicep. This is going to be the pull workout video, part 2 of the series, and we'll be coming up with part 3, which will be the leg workout. So this will be a complete workout that will be easy for you to follow along, especially if you're struggling. So without any waste of time, let's get down to business. So first things first, well, considering the fact that this will be the first exercise, we need to start with warm-up. In this case, personally, how I would like to warm up is actually engaging or retracting the scapula. So you would find that with a majority of your lat pull down exercises, you need to engage your scapula first. Especially on this exercise, engage your scapula and then pull the whole weight. This will help you put the tension onto your lats other than putting it on other areas of your body really. So nothing too complicated. So we're just retracting the scapula with a light weight. We're retracting the scapula. Retracting the scapula. Now the next thing I like to personally do is actually progressively add more weight as I'm warming up to my working weight. I don't actually jump to the working weight. That's rather quite dangerous. So you want to first progressively slightly add the weight so that you eventually reach your working weight. So if you notice how my warm-up sets are just as about the same tempo as my working set. So this is quite important because it's like the muscle has a mind of its own. It will help you when you get to your working weight. Apply the same tempo subconsciously. Apply the same formation, if you will. Now, starting off with our working set. In this exercise, we'll be performing 4 sets of 12 reps, incorporating drop set in each and every set that we'll be performing. So with this particular exercise, you want to have your lifting straps. This will actually make it easier because a lot of people will tend to fail with their grip before actually failing on the actual working muscle. So you don't want to fail here before you fail here. Rather fail here before you fail here, if that makes sense. Continue on with the next set. Quite tiring. 2 minutes rest in between these sets. Well, according to studies, in order for you to maximize hypertrophy, you want to rest as long as you can, obviously without resting too much that you end up conversing with the whole gym. But the longer your rest period, the more your muscle is able to recover. Ultimately, the more you're able to engage as much muscle hypertrophy as possible. So 2 minutes, time for the next working set. Now remember, with this exercise, You don't want to rush through it. When the weight is going up on the eccentric, you try your level best to actually resist the weight going up so that you apply tempo on the eccentric. So instead of just rapidly letting it go, just pull the weight, and then on the way up, you just put in a little bit of resistance there, and then slowly release, pull again, resistance, slowly release. That way you'll be able to engage your lat according to the EMT readings in Anderson's 2014 study. Next exercise, the one-arm dumbbell row. So we have a bunch of dumbbells here that we'll be using. We'll be performing with the first set a myo rep match, meaning whatever we're able to get within the first set in terms of the number of reps, we try and match that on the following sets. So we'll be starting off with a lighter weight as usual. What you're looking for when performing this exercise, you want to retract your scapula. Keep your eyes forward. Make sure that you don't round your lower back, otherwise it's just cranking your lower back anyway. You just want to keep your back straight, then retracted, your scapula. Rather time for the working weights. Reps on each side. So meaning on the other sets, I have to match the same amount of reps, even if I incorporate some rest pause, 5 to 10 seconds, but it has to eventually add up to 10. 2 minutes rest in between, as well said, the importance of resting sufficiently between your workout for hypertrophy. Look at me looking at my chest while I'm training my back. I notice a lot of people training in the gym that like talking a lot. Find a person that performs a set, and then before you know it, after completing the set, they just walk around starting meaningless conversations and be like, "Hi, how are you? I'm fine. How are you?" "Fine." "Well, how's your wife doing?" "Well, why are you asking about my wife? It's the third time today." And then before you know it, this happens. So that's what you want to avoid. It's best for you to invest in some headset to avoid that kind of drama. So last set, for those that are looking to grow or target different areas of your back, you need to keep in mind that how you angle your elbow towards your torso will determine which area of your back you're targeting. For instance, the closer your elbow is to your lats, the more you're targeting your lats. So the way your elbow is to your torso, the more you're targeting your upper back, your rhomboids, traps, and so forth and so forth. So you need to be intentional about the area of your back that you're targeting and be intentional about that. That's why it's important for you to watch my videos that explain in detail. 2 minutes is up, going on for the last set. Next exercise, the seated row. With this exercise, again, depending on your grip, you'll be targeting specific areas of your back. So if you are an individual that struggles with an underdeveloped upper back, that is your traps, your rhomboids, your tear delts, this is the position that you're looking for. This is the hand grip that you're looking for. So in a pronated position, as you'll be pulling, now you'll be moving the tension to your upper back because of the elbow positioning. And if your grip is here in a neutral grip, you'll be putting the tension or the focus onto your lats rather. But throughout the entire movement, regardless of the grip, you want to make sure that you retract your shoulders first, then pull. And then as you release the weight, you allow the weight to controllably pull you. That's the word, controllably. But in a controlled manner, the weight has to pull you. Right? So you need to allow the weight to pull you in a controlled manner in the eccentric, because that's where there's most activation. Because you're stretching your muscle under tension, and that's mechanical tension. That's exactly what we're looking for to maximize hypertrophy. So with this particular exercise, we'll be performing 3 sets of 12 reps, incorporating 5 to 10 seconds rest in between, should you reach failure, until you complete the entire amount of reps. Yeah. So now, the thing about muscle hypertrophy, you have to incorporate that stretch factor, meaning the mechanical tension. So the reason why you want the weight to pull you completely forward on the eccentric phase is because you want to stretch your back as much as possible, and keeping that stretch and the load, then that induces a lot of mechanical tension, really. So in this position, you're inducing quite a lot of mechanical tension. Then retract your scapula, you pull the weight, slowly releasing on the eccentric. That's how you're able to also get more reps on the negative when you failed on the positive. Last set. That was the last set of the exercise. Now, the next exercise, we're moving over to the biceps, actually. So we'll be targeting a couple of sets on this one. Now, seeing that your bicep is not much of a huge muscle, so we'll be mixing mechanical tension, metabolic stress type of training. Now, according to multiple studies, your biceps have type 2 muscle fibers as well, meaning they actually grow well under heavy weight. So we'll try to incorporate some heavy weight training there and there for both mechanical and metabolic stress. So with this exercise, we'll be using the straight rod. Now you want to keep your chest out when you're performing this movement, and then as you now move and pull the weight, as you squeeze your biceps, you need to maintain the chest positioning as though you're retracting your scapula. Then slow release on the eccentric, drive on the positive, slow release on the eccentric. We want as much mechanical tension onto your biceps as possible, hence the slowed tempo on the way down. So you don't want to be jerking the weight as though you're rushing home, but just now slowly release on the eccentric. That way, you'll be able to recruit more of your bicep muscle fibers, unlike if you're rushing through the exercise. So let's get on with it, shall we? We'll be starting off with a lighter weight just for the mechanical memory or the muscle memory, the exercise. That's just about probably 80% of my working weight. Don't want to jump on to the working weight immediately, otherwise your form will be cramped. 4 sets. Sometimes I regret setting these workouts for myself. To the next exercise. Now, the next exercise, a machine preacher curl. This is like a simple exercise actually if you're too lazy to train your biceps while standing. And it's actually another good exercise to get a full stretch onto your biceps. So it's a win-win. With this particular exercise, what you're looking for is that you get a full stretch on the way down and then you pull, you squeeze your biceps. Remember, control the eccentric. Always control the eccentric, because we want to incorporate as much mechanical tension as possible. We want those huge bumpy biceps. So on this particular exercise, we'll be targeting 4 sets, 10 to 12 reps. On each set, we'll be incorporating a drop set. So on the first set, 10 reps heavy, and then we drop to 10 light until we complete our 4 sets. We are allowed to incorporate rest pause, folks, 5 to 10 seconds rest pause, not anything more than that. Do use some towels, because you don't want your sweat to be covering the machines here. Now, a structured plan will be launched soon in order for you to have a full breakdown structured workout. So the video that you're watching now is just a glimpse of the entire program that was scientifically crafted in order to help you build as much muscle as possible scientifically. In the program, you'll get all the reps, the sets, the structure of the workouts themselves, including all the information to aid with the understanding of training scientifically and the proper formations to executing all of these exercises mentioned in the program. Now, if you're interested, leave a comment down below and be ready for the launch so that you become the first one to receive this workout program. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.